Devops mock interview day 31. So whoever watching this video on YouTube, if you missed the 30 mock interviews, you can check out the playlist section. There you will find DevOps interview question and answers. So we are going to continue this series. So for motivation, please like this video so that we can upload more videos because we are taking our time for you. So Sunil, thanks for joining. Baba Sahib, thanks for joining. Sunil, can you please introduce yourself?
Thank you. Yes, sir. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Sunil, a software engineer with a 5 years of experience in the industry. My expertise spans several critical areas of modern software development and operations. I'm a proficient in a version control using a Git and have a hands-on experience with a continuous integration through a Jenkins. In terms of a software management, I utilize Ansible to streamline process. If you talk about my skills, containerization with Docker and Kubernetes, enabling efficient deployment and scaling of applications. For monitoring and logging, I rely on a Grafana to ensure a system performance and reliability. Additionally, I leverage infrastructure as a code, such as a Terraform and AWS CloudFormation, to automate and manage infrastructure development efficiently. I'm passionate about leveraging these tools to build scalable, reliable, and efficient software system. And this is all about me, sir.
Okay. So Baba Sahib, do you want to give any feedback to him? How was his introduction? So if you are taking an interview, what is your feedback? Baba Sahib, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Okay, okay. So did you listen whatever he said introduction?
No, no, sir.
Okay. Yeah, Sunil, you are perfect. Okay. You just continue like this and you need to improve a lot.
Okay.
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 By practicing more, you will speak confidently. So whatever you said, it's okay. Not perfect, not up to the mark. Perfect.
Okay.
Okay, and it should become more double.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So Baba Sahib, please introduce yourself.
Yes, sir. Uh, Hi, good morning, sir. Thanks to given to me opportunity to express myself. My name is Baba Sahib. I have around 6+ year experience in IT industry. I started my career with a Linux administrator. Then I migrate to AWS and DevOps side. I have good knowledge about AWS as well as DevOps tool like Jenkins, Git, Ansible, Shape, Docker, Kubernetes, and many more. But my expertise in AWS, Git, Linux, and Jenkins, as well in Dockers and Shape configuration tool.
Okay. So like I provided a script for Sunil. Okay, so that's the reason. If you listen right, you use it to get to know.
Okay.
So that's the reason I've just said Sunil to introduce.
Hmm.
So with script, how the performance will be. Without script, how you will perform, you will get to know.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, you missed that. So try to watch the recording.
Sure, sir.
You will get it. Okay, even if you see big stars, they don't speak, right? They will prepare a script. They for them they will be having. If you see behind the scenes in YouTube, they used to carry A4 sheets with them, and they used to read that, practice that. So nothing
Hmm.
but they also getting. It's not a dialogue. It's a script for them.
Okay. Okay.
So with that script only, they will perform right in front of camera because in when once he come to camera there will
Yeah.
be thousands of people will be working under him,
Yes.
technicians, whatever it may be. If you
Hmm.
waste right the time,
Hmm.
again the time will be going to increase. So that's the reason you need to prepare before action, like before coming into the camera itself, so that you need to perform with in like in front of camera perfectly so that they can able to move to next whatever next schedule whatever it may be.
Yes, sir, I agree on this. Be- if I not going to prepare with in front of camera, then definitely I forget whatever I want to say.
Yes.
Yes.
So, so I will share my screen so that you can able to see the questions whatever I'm going to ask.
Okay.
So can you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Do you getting any background voice?
No, sir.
Okay. Actually, there are some music is playing behind my. Okay. So how can you configure Jenkins for parallel execution?
Y- yes, sir. I saw in some pipelines. So there is a suppose there is some stage. So in that stage, uh, we write some steps like that block or script block. So in that we need to add parallel keyword. Then it will go and run parallelly on. Suppose I want to run one bash script on 10 servers. So after that, including that parallel keyword in Jenkins pipeline, so then it will go and run on parallelly those instance.
Okay. What is the meaning of parallel?
Parallels means at a time it will run log into some 10.5 server and run individually same task on that
Okay.
particular
You
instance.
are right. So how do you create a backup of Jenkins job and configurations?
To take backups, sir, Jenkins provide one plugin, think backup. So that plugin need to configure, then we can do backup over Jenkins.
Yeah, normally you can use thin backup, you are right. But you can use Jenkins home directory as a backup as well. If you copy the Jenkins home directory, that's
Yes,
a backup. You
yes,
just
yes.
need to
We need
copy
to
the
pass
home directory. That's
varlib.
it.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Varlib Jenkins. We need to configure and configuration.
So using SCP, we can able to copy that. So how do you secure credentials in Jenkins pipeline?
Uh, Jenkins provide the global credential plugin that using we can configure the our all credential. Uh, so Jenkins will not share with anyone or no one read that credential with the help of
Yes.
credentials plugin.
So now here what we are doing using global credential, we are going to save that credentials. So
Mm.
here in the pipeline, we are not entering directly the passwords. So we are calling a variable.
Yes, sir.
So that means we can able to store this Jenkins file in our source code repository.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, Sunil, you need to participate. You are not participating. So what are Jenkins agent and how do you configure them? This one was repeated yesterday, if you remind.
What are agents?
How do you
Uh,
configure them?
uh, Sir, I'm not sure, but we can configure agent over Node as well as in cloud like Docker and Kubernetes.
Yes, that's right. Agent is nothing but it will perform a tasks.
Yes,
Yeah, it's a simple one. You should not confuse. How do you configure them? You need to go to manage Jenkins. There will
uh,
be
man
nodes.
manage Jenkins
Yeah,
nodes. After that, we need to uh, give the name for that. Then after need to root directory for worker node. After that, we need to pass to this. For we need to give some label to execution our task for specific task. After that, Jenkins provided SSH connection or Jenkins agent jar files. So mostly people preparing SSH connection we can establish. Then need to give the host IP address over there and Jenkins and what credential we need to use to log in that worker node. Like that we can do.
Okay. Did you updated your profile in Naukri?
Yes, sir. I already updated till now.
Okay. Do you getting any calls?
So no, sir. I have actually 3 months notice period. So I
Okay.
got some calls, but they are not scheduling in
Okay.
the report.
Do one thing. Don't tell 3 months. Tell 15
Okay.
days.
Okay.
They
Okay.
will ask you last working day.
Mm-hmm.
Tell, like for suppose now September, right?
Yes, sir.
Tell them September 6th is the last working day whenever
Oh,
they ask.
okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay. After September, then after when people ask, will call you on second, right?
All right.
Then shift to 13.
Okay. Okay,
Whenever
sir.
they call, yeah, my last working day is September 13th.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, I can join immediately.
Sure, sir.
Tell them like that. Attend interview. After selecting you, you will join, right?
Yes. Yes.
So first we will get practice.
Sure. Sure.
So if you select 10, you will get a confidence. If you get
Yes.
a confidence, then you will easily resign.
Yes, sir.
So whenever you get a confidence, at least you will select 2 rounds, right? If you will pass first round, you will go to second round.
Yes.
You will definitely get a confidence, right? Yeah, even if I kept a resign, definitely I will crack.
Yes, sir.
That confidence, whenever you get, you will automatically resign.
Yes, sir.
So, but how you will get to know that confidence and all? If you tell them, yes, I am immediate joiner. So update in Naukri just kept immediate
Sure, sir.
and
Sir.
remove the locations. Don't kept preferred locations. Remove all locations.
Okay.
Okay. If
Okay.
they ask even Delhi, whatever it may be, just tell okay, okay. Just attend interviews.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
sir.
were asking something.
Sure, sir.
Okay, you were asking something.
No, sir. I'm not asking
Okay,
anything.
okay.
Sir. Sir. Sorry, sir. I forget. If any resume format is there, could you please share me after this
Uh,
call?
Definitely. Can you please share your screen? Sorry, resume, so that I can able to review that.
Okay. Okay, sir. Sir. I will share.
Definitely, because I will help people who have motivation to get a job.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Next, okay. Next question: how do you monitor Jenkins' performance and ensure scalability? So it will interlinking to the last question, right? If you want a scalability, we can maintain agents, right?
Yes. Yes, sir.
How you will monitor Jenkins' performance?
Uh, th- Jenkins provides some metrics to so not sure, sir, but in my Jenkins already we configured. I didn't remember.
No.
Did this task.
Okay, no issue. We will check this after some time. So how do you manage multiple environments, Dev, QA, prod in Jenkins?
Yes, sir. For this multiple environment, we have uh, separate credentials for a separate environment in global credential, and we use uh, agent distributed for
Super. Yes.
dev, queue, and prod respectively,
Yes, you
and
are right.
we execute tasks over that respected environment.
Okay. So how can you trigger Jenkins build remotely?
Sir, I haven't tried to trigger remotely, but we can use Python script to trigger this Jenkins remotely.
We can use even a curl command as well, right? Using curl, we need to pass the URL, then automatically it will trigger.
Okay.
So remotely is nothing but you will get a URL, right?
Yes, yes.
So what is Jenkins executor?
What is a Jenkins executor? I think Jenkins executor is the Jenkins node, might be.
So, so as I said, right, I will add questions which is unrelated and no one will ask in the interview. But
Okay,
you will become expert in that tool.
okay, sir.
This one no one will ask in the interview, but you should know so that there will be no chance that you will fail the interview.
Okay, okay, sir.
So how do you configure blue-green deployment in Jenkins?
Sir, for blue green deployment, we can do for we can do blue green deployment for a stateless application. Suppose I have some EC2 service and there is a Apache service, or we can say XYZ service. I- uh, and for stateless service, I use to store data in RDS instance, so I can delete that service, so that will not impact me. We can do one thing. We can create EC2 instance. After that, we can bootstrap that instance. New green environment we can bootstrap. After that, simply go and attach to load balancer that instance, and remove older instance from load balancer. So that kind of blue green deployment we can achieve in Jenkins for EC2 instance.
Okay, okay. So yeah, whatever you are trying, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm impressed with that. In the real interview also, you need to try
Okay, sir.
so that opposite person will get to know. Okay, at least he is trying to answer my question and he has dedication. So definitely he will try to schedule for the second round.
Okay, okay.
So how do you handle last key tests in Jenkins?
No, no idea, sir. I haven't
Okay, shall
faced
we
this.
check the answers for all the questions?
Yes, sir, we can.
So how can you configure Jenkins for parallel execution? So
Hmm.
as you said, we can have a parallel block.
Yes, sir.
Okay, in a pipeline job, Jenkins can run multiple stages or steps in parallel using the parallel block. So pipeline agent stage, parallel stage. Okay, then it will parallelly run these two stages. It will
Yes, sir.
run testing and integration at a time.
Yes.
So how do you create a backup of Jenkins job? I told you right, Jenkins home directory.
Yes, sir.
So manual backup the Jenkins home directory where all jobs, configuration plugins are stored. You can use black backup plugin as you said, thin backup.
Yes, sir.
Install the thin backup plugin to schedule regular backups of jobs and configuration. So
Hmm.
another one was cloud backup, some backup on external storage like AWS S3, blob storage for disaster recovery. Okay, we can store your in our AWS S3.
Yes.
How do you secure credentials in Jenkins pipeline? So there will be a credential plugin, some store credentials like API tokens, SSH, password using Jenkins credential plugin. So credentials can be accessed in pipeline using with credentials. Okay, you will just I told you right, you will directly call the variables. Whatever you have configured in the credentials, you will directly call them, right? Credential ID like this.
Yes.
What are Jenkins agent? How do you configure them? So Jenkins agent nothing but slaves or machines that run jobs dispatched by the Jenkins master. They can connect it via SSH. Okay, steps to configure agent. Go to create a node in the manage Jenkins, manage nodes, create new nodes, set labels. Whatever you said, you are correct. You can use SSH to connect. So how do you monitor Jenkins performance and ensure scalability? So Jenkins monitoring plugin, install the monitoring plugin to keep track of CPU memory and load. So remember this. In the interview, whenever ask monitor, you can
Yes,
tell
sir.
monitoring plugin.
Yes, sir.
So how you will collect the Jenkins log? Manage Jenkins. There is a system log to detect performance bottleneck. Use distributed build. Nothing but slaves. We can add a slaves for scalability.
Yeah.
So if needed, consider running Jenkins on a cluster. Example using Kubernetes. So how do you manage multiple environments, dev, QA, prod in Jenkins? So use parameters to define which environment a job should target. Okay, we can use parameters as well. Or environment specific pipelines define different stages in pipeline for each environment. So if you see stage deploy to dev, when branch is developed, steps this execute this. When branch is main, execute this. So for every stage you can maintain a different environment. Sorry, different branch. Or you can use
Yes,
parameterized like build. So there you will get multiple options, right? Which
yes,
one you
yes,
need
sir.
to choose.
Yes, sir.
How can you trigger Jenkins builds remotely? So this parameter we will discuss in upcoming project where we will use parameter. Okay, at the time you will get to know. So I told you that using curl command, we can call that URL. So automatically you can trigger that build. What is Jenkins executor? Executor is a slot of Jenkins that run a job on a node. The number of executors determines how many jobs can run simultaneously on the Jenkins node. Do you know whenever you set up this
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
manage nodes, there
It
will
will
be
ask.
executors.
Yes,
How
yes.
much you want, two
It,
or four,
yes,
whatever it may be.
yes. It will ask for a number. How much executor you want to run on that
Yes.
node or agent.
But when I ask you, you didn't send. Okay, how do you configure blue-green deployment in Jenkins? So blue-green deployment involves deploying new version of application, blue alongside and current version green, and switching traffic when ready. So use environmental variable in pipeline to determine the active environment. Use load balancers or DNS, whatever you set it, to route traffic to new deployment after successful validation. How do you handle Flasky tests in Jenkins? Okay, you can use retry mechanism. Implement a retry logic in the pipeline for specific test stages. So categorize test into stable and Flasky test. Running Flasky test in the isolated environment. So run tests in parallel on different agents to detect intermediate failure quickly. Okay. So you can use parallel syntax, or you can use a retry block in your pipeline script. So it will retry for 2 times or 3 times. Like this, you can handle the tests.
Uh, sir, suppose I first time I heard that keyword,
Yeah,
but usually we are using Ansible shape or any configuration tool as well. Retry if any the package installation or any
yes,
stages our code get failed, it will try to re again 2 3 times after some sleep mode.
yeah. But here
Okay,
we are executing unit tests, right? In
okay.
Jenkins.
So yes, yes, sir, yes.
So we are just retrying that test. So for the
Okay,
first time, it might fail. The next time, whenever you try, it might be successful. So like that, we can able to use retry block.
okay.
So that's it. I will stop the recording.